Yesterday, on the 7th of April, there was a new TarkovTV podcast with some insanely exciting news. A lot of new stuff was announced and shown, but the most exciting news to me is certainly everything they've talked about in regards to the netcode, because it is being rewritten. That essentially means that the spaghetti code that has always been introducing new bugs with every patch, desync, FPS issues, stutters, is all going to improve drastically. Well, let's start from the beginning and cover all the news as fast as possible. Nikita talked about a ton of upcoming changes, patches, and additions to the game in the foreseeable future, and I'm going to try to cover most of it in this video in the fastest possible pace. But if you don't want to miss any details, I recommend checking out the podcast on the Battlestate Games Twitch account yourselves. So let's get right into it. Pretty much the first thing and also the biggest thing that Nikita talked about is the work they've been doing on improving everything behind the scenes. Tarkov is going to receive a lot of new technical patches in the upcoming months, with the first one being an upgrade to Unity 2021. This will allow them to be a lot more flexible with technical changes and improvements. Specifically, they're planning to improve FPS and network traffic as well as object visualization. And in this context, they're also right now rewriting the core of the game. This is enormous. I'm no coder myself, but simply put, this is going to allow them to improve pretty much every single aspect of the game in the long term, because they're going to be working with a much more solid foundation from that point onwards. Their relatively bad core code and netcode is what has been restricting them in so many aspects, and we've always thought that this was never going to change, because changing that is a huge feat, but apparently they're well on their way of making it happen. Nikita also claimed to have some pretty big new methods of countering and catching cheaters in this context, although he didn't comment on that further, but the premise of it is very promising. These changes are also going to allow up to 60 players to exist in the same raid without any FPS issues. He effectively claimed that with their new technology, they've already been able to host 60 online entities in one session with the same FPS as 12 online entities in the current version of the game. I almost can't believe what I'm saying here. Now on to the new additions. Dynamic loot boxes are going to be added, which could make for a pretty exciting new map flow. As far as I understand, it's going to happen relatively soon. Nikita also showed a trailer for this, and he claimed that there's another teaser in this trailer for those who pay attention to detail. And from what I can tell, the biggest hint is the Scav's PC wallpaper. So is the hideout going to have a gun wall panel? A new boss is coming to streets at Lexus. He's going to be set up very similar to Lightkeeper, meaning there will be mines and snipers, and Lexus is going to be this fortress that you have to invade. Vaulting is happening, so we got to see some footage of that, but it's still in development. The trader menu is going to improve, as you can see on the screen right now. And there's going to be new gear presets. Nikita showed some really exciting screenshots for this, although initially a bit of a simpler version is going to be implemented, but it's going to be implemented relatively soon. An improved lobby and friends management screen is happening, which just looks so clean compared to the mailbox system we have right now. Some new weapons are in the works, although those are still going to take some time to be implemented, and I think that's good because all the before mentioned stuff is much more important than any actual new content at this point. Armor and body hit zones will eventually happen, as well as armor modding. The hideout is going to be expanded, and each module will have unique animations with your PMC, kind of like the gym workout animation that's already a thing. Bipods are going to be added, and left-handed shooting is going to be implemented, as well as new animations and probably also new mechanics for the blind fire. The UI, quests, and recoil are going to be reworked eventually, and new Lightkeeper content is going to be added. And finally, the new arena teaser shows a couple of pretty neat features, such as classes with different loadouts, spectator mode, an AI game mode, custom games, and possible tournaments. That's pretty much everything. I tried to cover it as quickly as possible, and I hope you gained some valuable information from this video. Let me know what you think about the upcoming changes in the comments down below, and leave a like to help with the algorithm. In case you want more content in the future, don't forget to subscribe either. Thank you for watching. This is Dex, and I'll see you in the next one.